Hello and welcome. The trailers have come out for the Leviathan box, I'm hearing it's called, for 10th edition. So we're going to watch all 4 of those trailers today and do one big reaction to all of them. They're not super long, so we're starting with what's in the box on Leviathan. I play both Space Marines and Tyranids, so I'm very excited for this box, as I'm sure you can figure. 13 spruce. It's a big book. Okay, coming with the cards. Termies, of course. That's a dreadnought back there, yeah. Oh, look at the nids. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, that's our first trailer. Not anything super big there, but I'm excited for the cards, the data cards coming with the box instead of having them separate. That's nice. Then, of course, the termies look great, but I'm not going to dig too deep into this one because our next trailer is the Space Marine side. Then after that, we have Tyranid side, and then we have lore on it. So let's dig into the Space Marine side.
A crusade to cleanse the
of the
stars.
Leviathan box.
Our forces engage the remnants of Leviathan. Soon, their foulness will be but a memory.
Ooh. Okay, so that's a Captain and Terminator armor, right? Yeah, Flamer boys! Look at them. Those sculpts look really good. Oh, Salamander players are going to be really happy. I mean, I'll take a set of Flamers for my Blood Angels. Look at him! Look at him! That's a nice looking dread. Okay, those are Stern Guard, right? Yeah. That's a really good paint job. I mean, of course it is, but like, man. There's the Lieutenant we've already seen. Yeah. Figured he would be in there somewhere. Oh, that's an Apothecary. Yeah. Nice. Librarian, of course, and the Terminators. And they teleport in. Yeah. Yeah, they look great. That Librarian and Terminator armor looks incredible. And I will love to have one of those in my Blood Angels. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. I think it's a little bit too loud. Okay, so let's skim back through this before we go to the Tyranid side. This Captain looks great. I'm positive that has to be a Captain in Terminator armor. I don't know what you would... They're not just a Flamer squad, right? And the Sisters have Retributor squads, but they're not Retributors. But I'm down for that. I'm super down for a Flamer squad. But I love this sculpt. This is great. Really like that. Standing on top of a Termagant. That... And then as we skip ahead here, we get the Dread. It looks incredible. This is not the Redemptor for sure, but it's got part of the Redemptor chassis. We just had the Brutalis, so this is something different, but really like it. I love the missile pod. That looks great. It's gonna be good for kit bashing for orc players too. I'm not an orc player, but my wife is. Stern Guard. I'm assuming that's what these are. I mean, they look like Stern Guard to me. Look really good. Look really good. Then, of course, we have our Lieutenant that we already knew about. And Apothecary. And that Apothecary model just looks really nice. I love the scissors. I love the... I don't know what this is it's holding. Is it like a power core, a med kit? No, it's the... You see him in Darktide, right? It's the thing that you put inside the Apothecarian to power it up. Power cell? Oh, and this paint job just looks so good. It looks like so much better than anything I can do. I like my paint jobs, but man, does that look good. Look at this thing. They both look really nice. And then, of course, finally we have the Termies that we already knew about and the Librarian and Terminator armor from the trailer. Absolutely incredible. Really digging it. Looks great. All right, let's look at the Tyranid side. I'm really excited Because I've just got into Tyranids recently, and I love my Tyranids. If I'd known 10th edition was going to be for sure Tyranids and Space Marines, I might have waited to get into Tyranids, but, you know, it's fine. I like them. Oh. Oh, hold on. Look at you. So there was a lot of discussion with the trailer, the first trailer, that it was the Shadow and the Warp. That's what this was. That, I mean, it kind of has to be, right? Also, look at the little guys, the little barbs. Those are great. That's cool. I'm loving this so far. That's a good looking model on top of the rocks and everything. Oh, here are these guys. Look at this. This is new. This is definitely a new model. And so are these. What are these? A new Gaunt variant? Look at this thing with the tentacles coming out. I love it. I love it. Is this smoke coming out the top here, or is this something else? Maybe a psychic energy? The effect kind of makes it seem like that here. I am loving this. It looks so beastly. Look at it. New Rippers? No, these are the new Gaunts. So yeah, these are a new variant of Gaunt. Two new variants of Gaunts. Okay, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. More options. These look a little bit more like Rippery, and these have a very new looking gun. And of course we have the regular Termagants and Ripper Swarms. Very nice. Looking good. Looking good. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, so these are the Von Ryan's Leapers, right? And then we have the new winged tyrant, the Flyrant. I love this new pose so much more than the old pose. The old pose with the wings like spread out was cool, but this pose is like full on tucked in gargoyle style, getting ready to get you. I love it. Von Ryan's Leapers are cool too. So now we're gonna get confirmation, right? This is the Screamer Killer, right? Look at it, man! Look at the Screamer Killer! It looks so good! Oh, this is gonna be a problem for me. The swarm descends to feed. Yeah. It's huge, too. Look at how big that Screamer Killer is. Look at him. Oh, this is... Oh, and this guy's huge, too. This is wonderful. This is amazing. I'm so happy right now. Let's check out our last trailer. The lore of the box set. Feed me your lore.
Is packed full of exciting new Space Marine and Tyranid miniatures that will tell a great story.
Yep.
The contents of the Leviathan box are telling a story that's probably typical of any number of war zones across the Bastior subsector, which is the region of space that an awful lot of the battles in the early part of the Fourth Tyrannic War take place in. We can see a number of different Tyranid creatures, including assimilator beasts, eater beasts, creatures that typically only turn up towards the latter stages of a planetary invasion.
Oh, they think they've won already.
With their own deep-striking, teleporting First Company strike force to disrupt and destabilize.
Tyranids think they've already won.
This planet's probably already doomed, but if the Space Marines can effect victory, they can destabilize the Tyranids, they can drain the hive mind of
I love that.
Force it to expend and waste resources, which is something that the hive mind never wants to do when it's conducting its invasions. If the Space Marines can't achieve victory here, it'll spell doom not only for this world, but also for the Imperial armies trying to gather themselves and prepare for fresh waves of Tyranid assaults. The Space Marine Strike Force includes a number of First Company squads and characters.
Yeah, go into them.
Stern Guard veteran squad.
Stern Guard, yeah.
A variety of different bolt rifles with specialist ammunition and combi weapons.
So yeah.
Be targeting different Tyranid creatures and be sure of success. There's a Space Marine Terminator squad.
Right, Terminators.
Bolters, power fists, and an assault cannon who are capable of mowing down many times their own number of Tyranid enemies. The strike force is led by a captain,
and a librarian. I was right.
Armor, allowing them to go toe
I mean, what else could it be, right? That's definitely a captain, and there's no question.
Dreadnought equipped with
Ballistas.
missile launchers capable of taking out armored organisms.
Okay.
With effects. My favorite model in the box, and perhaps the most important member, is the Primaris Lieutenant, a representative of a previous expedition to this planet, being recovered by this space.
That's cool.
So he is covered in trophies and improvised armor of defeated Tyranid creatures as he is fighting behind enemy lines for quite some time.
That's cool. I love that guy.
The idea of destroying, consuming the Imperium rather than fighting in its defense.
They didn't talk about the
Tyranid
apothecary,
army
though.
in the
That's
Leviathan
interesting.
box has a whole host of new creatures, led by the Neurotyrant, a new type of
Neurotyrant.
synapse organism, a far more psychic creature than the existing
Love
Hive Tyrant.
it.
Just as commanding,
It's beautiful.
a little bit less combative, but a force magnifier for the shadow in the warp that precedes
Yeah.
all the Tyranid invasions.
Yeah.
The Neurotyrant is backed up by a winged Tyranid Prime as a
Yep.
an enforcer capable of flying in.
Oh, it's not a
and
Flyrant.
any
It's a winged
pest
Tyranid
terminus
Prime.
to
I missed that
threaten
completely.
synapse creature in
I
charge of the
assumed it was a
swarm. There are
Flyrant,
some
but it's
bigger
just a
creatures.
Tyranid Prime.
Psychophage or Witch Eater is an assimilator beast
Psychophage.
capable of consuming any biomass
Oh,
on the
it's
planet,
wonderful.
kicking out all sorts of corrosive spores, but has a particular
Look
taste
at-
for psychic creatures.
Look at that
just like
mouth,
the librarian
girl!
Tyranids. And the
I
Screamer Killer
love
is
it.
perhaps the most iconic and representative of the Tyranid hive mind in this collection. A wonderful update to a classic design.
It looks great. He's not going to talk about the gaunts, though, huh? All right, well, hold on a second. Hold up the Warcom article because, like, Warhammer community, for people that may not know, so they know where to go to pull up news like this. Because, like, we gotta show them off, right? We can't just not show them off. I didn't know what that was for a second. It's an ad. Captain Terminator armor. Of course, here, I'll zoom in a little. Captain and Terminator armor looks incredible. Awesome. Librarian and Terminator armor, because I got to know the names of all these new gaunts, too. Apothecary Biologist. Lieutenant in Phobos armor, not Librarian. Librarian was up there. The Sternguard Veteran Squad. I knew they had to be Stern. What else could they be? The Termes. The Infernus Squad. Okay, so that's what they're called. I did not know this one. I figured they'd have a name other than just Flamer Squad. You're faced with innumerable hordes of Xenos, and Infernus Squad is the perfect tool. Armed with pyre blasters that spit gouts of incandescent flame, you purge their foes with fiery wrath. I am down. Those are going to make a great fit for my Blood Angels. Ballistas Dreadnought looks incredible. The Ballistas Dreadnought is a fearsome weapons platform with a versatile missile launcher and a devastating blast cannon. Perfect counter to heavily armored enemy monsters and tanks. I do want to read more. We're going to check out the Tyranids. I just want to see, like, does it have option equipment? Very nice. Does it have more about variant ways that can be built? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's more just, hey, do you want more pictures? Which I do. I do want more pictures, so yes, thank you. But that's mostly what it seems like here. Sternguard. Infernus Squad. I really like the Infernus Squad. That's maybe my favorite new Space Marine thing in here. I'm assuming it's new anyway. I don't remember. Oh, we do get a data sheet. Okay. Purge the foe. In your shooting phase, after this unit is shot, you can select one enemy infantry unit by hit. More of those attacks. Unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Maybe with a pyre blaster. That enemy unit must take a battle shock test. Ooh. Ooh. 6 attacks. Strength. Okay. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Liking it. Liking it. Okay, so Pyre Blasters were already in Black Templar Crusader squads. I guess that's why I've never touched Black Templars. The lore is cool, but I just never wanted to collect them. I already have Blood Angels. Then we have the Ballistas Dreadnought. Ballista Strike. Each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets a unit that is not below half strength, you reroll the hit roll. While this model has 1 to 4 wounds remaining, each time this model makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Ooh, okay, all right, okay. Very nice. Very nice. 12 wounds. Very strong. I like it. Okay. Let's check out the Tyranid side. We have the Winged Tyranid Prime. Again, I thought this was a Flyrant, but it's not. I guess that's what I get for not paying super attention. But it's a Tyranid Prime. Very cool. That means the Flyrant is going to be even more different looking. Okay. I am stoked for that. Winged Tyranid Prime looks really cool. Then we have the Neurotyrant. I love this. This is like the Tyranid model for me. It exemplifies everything I love about Tyranids. You have the creepy giant monster look. You have the tentacles coming down. You have the cool exposed brain thing with this huge crest and then this sick double mouth. I love this model. And the fact that you're getting it in the Leviathan box is sick to me. This is super cool. Little guys are cool too. Radiating ahead of every Tyranid Hive fleet is the terrifying silence known as the Shadow in the Warp. Psychic phenomenon that blocks warp-based communication. During invasions, the Neurotyrant acts as a focusing node for this strange power, liquefying the minds of its prey as it orchestrates hordes of Tyranids to victory. Then we have, of course, the Screamer Killer. This new variant looks so good. For anybody that's never seen the old one, hold on. This is what we were dealing with for a while. I say we. I didn't play Tyranids back then. And then here. And then here. And this was a good one. But it's not. It's not this. Von Ryan's. Oh, yeah. I mean, we know what a Screamer Killer is. Von Ryan's Leapers are new, though. I like these a lot. They look really cool. Like a better version of a Lictor, almost. I like Lictors, but the Lictor model's rough. I'm assuming these are like a upgrade to them, almost. Before the main Hive Fleet force lands, Vanguard organisms like Von Ryan's Leapers often embed themselves on the Hive Fleet's target planet. These ambush hunters lie in wait, avoiding detection until they can do as much damage as possible. We have, of course, our Termagants and Ripper Swarms in there, because they always come together to have. Now we have Neurogaunts. Okay. I like the design a lot. Neurogaunts are a variant strain of Gaunt. They share a symbiotic relationship with the parasitic neurocytes that cling to their backs. Their primary purpose is to protect the powerful synapse creatures that coordinate the Tyranid invasion. They will sacrifice themselves in droves to fulfill this task. Then we have Barb Gaunts. I really like their gun, like a lot. Assuming it's a gun and not an eye. Strange fusion of Gaunt, Biocannon, and a ganglioparasite that enslaves the two. Barb Gaunts are living ordnance that shower targets with projectiles that explode into shards of serrated chitin. I love it. I love it. Then, of course, we have our new boy here, the Psychophage. Look at the Space Marine arm, too. That it's slowly. So these are the things they send in to clean up the biomass. Those gigantic mouths. The Hive Mind has imbued this particular biomorph with a hunger for enemy psychers. Its digestive tract somehow able to metabolize psychic life forms into psycho-corrosive ash. See what that is. Which it projects forward in blistering torrents. It's so cool, man. Alright, let's see. Tyranid side of the box. You get any data sheets. Screamer Killer. He's huge. He's looking great. We do! Death Scream. In your shooting phase, after this model is shot, select one unit hit by one or more of those attacks. You must take a battle shock test. Subtract you one from that test. So kind of like the Pyroblasters. Very cool. 10 wounds. Nice. Neurotyrant. Neurogaunts. Going Tyranid Prime. Von Ryan's Leapers. They're looking pretty cool, man. I really like that. That's a cool design. Gaunts. I love these new Gaunts so much. I have a Gaunt here. An old Gaunt. Not the same as the new Gaunt. I love my old Gaunts, but they're not the same as the new Gaunt. I'm also not married to that color scheme. I don't really like what I painted on there. Probably going to redo my color scheme for the new Gaunt. You know. Barb Gaunt. I really like the cannon. I really do. The way they're holding it up on their shoulder, it looks really cool. And the Psychophage. Alright. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time. I've been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that Leviathan has to offer.